Visual Shock Gaming and Atheism, or VS Gaming and Atheism, and I wanted to have a discussion about hypocrisy within religion. Or not hypocrisy within religion, but hypocrisy within religious people. A lot of people like to say, you know, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, they're the cults within Christianity. But Christianity as a whole shows cultic-like mindsets. There are people who I know very close and dear to me who have told me that when they told their parent they didn't want to go back to church, they didn't want to go to church, they don't believe, that cultist mindset showed within the, what would you call it, the stereotypical Christian, because that's what this is, or what you would say it is, correct? It's interesting. Like, it really is interesting. We live in the United States, and a lot of people like to argue we're a free country, a country built on the idea of freedom from religion, and not all religion, but certain groups, right? No, I get that. Because trust me when I say, I've always been open to religion. I'm very open-minded when it comes to religion. I like learning about religion. Am I against it? I'm against it being taught as fact. I am all about being about one's heritage, being about one's, you know, ideas. But what I am against is the idea of telling people basically that Santa Claus is real and that he will fucking leave you to burn if you don't fucking believe in him. Except Santa Claus is God and so on and so on. I've always been against that. I think it's crazy. I believe those same religious people who do it are against it. I think they're against, you know, their own teachings. And the only reason why they are, and I want you to really think about how 30 years ago compared to now, how Christianity's starting to look a little different. It's starting to look a little shaky. 30 years ago, you wouldn't be having religious people try to compete with commercialism and the shit out here that they call the demonic stuff, right? They would ignore that shit. They'd be in their own fucking world. And here we are 30 years later. They are pop culture. Religious people are part of the pop culture now. And not only that, their music is pop culture. their lifestyle is part of pop culture. Excuse me. It is almost like they themselves have become the demons that they fight against. I put it like this. I know a family who they didn't like their children listening to what we would call commercial music, right? The hip hop, the rock, R&B, all that, right? But they love their Christian music. Some of those Christian music videos are very borderline. The only thing that keeps them, I would guess, within those values is the fact that they identify as Christian. Because beyond that, that's a very blurred line on who's who and what's what. You know what I mean? Like, it's very blurred. I remember back in the day, and this is way before GTA 5, this is like Vice City, GTA 3. And I just want you to know just how recent, you know, I remember meeting people with that mindset. I'm pretty sure the people that I remember are at least dead now. And if not, A, they've changed their mindsets, or B, they're just quiet now. You know what I mean? But, so, when GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, mostly Vice City and 3 were out, I remember a lot of religious people that I had known as like a kid used to tell me this game, those games are gonna send you to hell. Like, a video game is going to send me to hell, right? Now, me, nowadays, I'm an asshole. You know what I mean? So, doing this is going to send me to hell. But here's the thing. There are people in this world who will do that in real life. Who will gun down poor, defenseless people in real life, but will condemn doing it in a video game. There are people in this world who will gun down real life people, but will condemn a video game. To me, and I know this is going to sound very, very racist, but this is my perception of it as a black male in the United States. The people who usually do that are white kids who are entitled, who don't want to be accountable for their fucking decisions. Alright? Now let's add the religious part to it. It's not my fault. The devil made me do it. Goes up into a church, kills a bunch of black people. But you know what? I go to a white church. Right? Nah. Yeah. Religion, especially in the black community, is the most racist thing I've ever seen. And the fact that there are still residual African Americans who believe in a God hurts. It hurts me as a black person, because I sit there and I'm like, I get that you believe in it, but it's truly not your choice. It was never your choice. And if you tell me it is, I will prove to you that it's not.
Don't fucking touch me.
Shut up, bitch. No, shut up. We live. Bitch. Ooh. Hey, bitch. What's this? I knew for a while that I'm very different from the world. I'm very distant from the rest of the world and how I think about others and, you know, shit like that. Right? And that's all it has to do with it. I talk like I do because no one else will. And the ones who do are very calm. It's almost like they're okay with the world the way it is. We're supposed to live in the age of science. Enlightenment. Look at how much technology has progressed, and yet we still have a few people in the world who want to still believe in a God. Why am I the only one in the world literally laughing that this is still a thing? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I get the world, you know, might not comprehend where I'm coming from. But I just see it as, you know, we could do so much better. I didn't think that would have worked, but alright, I will pose a question while I try to figure out how to get this fucking thing sold. If we live in a religious country, specifically a Christian country, correct? What is the need to sit that shit down our throat? Sit there and put that all down our throat. If we're such a religious country, you don't have to keep reminding everyone we're all on board. You know what I mean? But we're not. No one is. Not even your old friend Christian Martha. You know that bitch don't care. You remind her to go to church, she's like, oh yeah, I'll be there. That bitch ain't even there. You know why she ain't there? Cause that bitch gives no fucks. How much you think I can sell this thing for?
She's good. Always room for improvement.
Cause I don't even use it, to be honest. Fuck it. I like the speed racer car anyway. I just really want open conversation, I guess, between religious people and those who don't believe, without the whole stigma of, oh, you're already against me. Because I'm not. I am definitely not against anyone. I would prefer, yes, a world without your shit, as we're gonna say. And that's just me being frank. But I also accept
You watch that Republican Space Rangers? I love that show.
There are people in the world who have different ideals than myself. You know what I mean?
These'll settle an argument.
I accept that, you know, people are different.
Oh hell, that thing'll take down a moose.
People say what they want. People do what they want. You know what I mean? It's the world we live in. It's a beautiful fucking thing. We live in a very interesting world. Oh, he had one. All I've ever wanted, I guess, in the world was just everyone to just be fucking chill and cool. But as I got older, became more and more, you know, not a woke, because I'm definitely not fucking woke. It's the dumbest fucking word ever. I just got enlightened to some shit. You know what I mean? Some people say I'm very militant in my whole atheist mindset. I'm really not. I am so open that if God was to appear to me right now, I'd be like, what's up, nigga? Straight up. Just like that. I don't care. But I have questions for him. Like, why the fuck do you do the shit that you do? and then sit there and expect people to fucking care. Like, why are you the baby? Like, why are you such a big fucking baby? Like, I want you to think of something. Think of this real quick. You ever, like, talk to a religious person about God, and the first thing sometimes they'll say is, well, you know, God, blah blah blah, and then they go, well, you've hurt God's feelings. You don't believe in God. You basically hurt his feelings. He's gonna send you to hell. Now they say you send yourself to hell, right? But that's not true. There's no fucking way. I don't send myself anywhere unless I really want to go. So that's bullshit. Like, trust me. If I was to fucking actually show religious people that kind of shit, like, oh, you don't believe in science. Like, science is a fucking god, but you don't believe in science. You hurt science feelings. Science has no feelings. Science is just fact. And facts change. A fact doesn't change as a lie. Facts do change. Because new things come out every day. We learn every day. The mindset of God is never changing is the most ignorant thing in the world. Because that's the mindset of someone who does not understand that the world around them constantly changes. I really want to bring this up. So, and this is kind of a hard borderline thing to even talk about. I have a friend. They're trans. Now, this is where I'm the kind of person who probably shouldn't be in those kind of conversations, because I question everyone on their choices. The person who told me they were female, who originally basically was male, now have told me they don't know who they are. I'm now non-binary. Alright, I'm female again. No, I'm non-binary. I'm female. Now I'm non-binary again. Okay. You are using words you've heard. Especially when I ask them, I go, why are you trans? Because if I was male, because as a male I'm ugly. Was their words. To me, I should have told them, well, as a female you're ugly. Now what? The same thing with God and religious people. You don't know what to place yourselves as anymore. You're the religious, you're the most religious, then nowadays most religious people aren't even fucking religious. And what I mean by that is, you people are definitely not who you used to be. Yeah, I don't see it. Y'all have changed. The world of religion has really, really changed, and it's funny to watch. 20 years ago, I would have never fucking seen a religious person tell me that, you know, God's okay with drugs. Now, there are some that were, that are very okay with it. But I'm talking about the majority of you who, let's be honest here, you're not against drugs, you follow the law. God's not against it. The law is against it. And trust me when I say, God is not always the law. Man is the law. Because let me be honest here. The same fucking people who are shooting black people, that's not God. That's man. And that's fucking man's fucking problem. That it is not willing to fix. You're not willing to fix it. You say God's going to fix it. Here the fuck I am, 20 fucking 8 years old, afraid. Because I see the world going back because of people like you who don't want to stop and actually take the time to think what's actually wrong. Why are these people getting shot? Yes, some people do deserve. Anyone who carries a weapon against anyone, you are to protect yourself. But how many times has it been it's a white cop shooting a black person out of fear? Out of fear. And to me, there's nothing to fear. If that man deserves to die because you're afraid of him, that's you. That is all you. You are afraid of me because of the stereotypes you made up. Your people made up these stereotypes that we're violent individuals and blah 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 blah. This is all your fucking fault. And then you want to sit there, and it's a lot of you Trump fucking supporters and religious people who are okay with this. To an extent, we live in the world of Grand Theft Auto right now. We live in this universe right now. We live in a world where sooner or later it's all gonna explode. It's all going to explode. All of this that's happening, all this emotion. They're talking about these protests and all that. No, that's not the explosion. The explosion that's gonna happen will send shockwaves. And I mean real fucking shockwaves around the world. Because protests is one thing. If this kind of shit continues, we're gonna see a different climate in the world. I don't want to see violence. But what do they always say? You can push a pacifist to pure fucking violence. You can push a man to violence very easily if you continue to do the same shit over and over and over and over. I don't want to see this. I hope everyone in the world just, not ignores the situation, but tries to handle this in an open-minded way, because I'm telling you, if things continue the way that they are, violence is not a problem. I mean, I just wanted to do this short little video. I know it didn't make sense. It's just me ranting and rambling, like I always do, but I had to do it. I just had to fucking do it. And I thank you guys for, listening, and I hope you guys subscribe to my rants, and hopefully, I do another video soon. I just want everyone to know, too, this video wasn't really meant to be taken seriously. This is me just talking, because I got a new mic. So, I just want to test my mic quality, see just how it works. Hopefully it sounds good, and I'll see you guys later.